This episode of The Young Turks brought to you by Thrillist.
Senator Mark Warner has come out over the weekend in talking to Bob Schieffer at Face the Nation on CBS. He said that the so-called Gang of Six may recommend changes to Social Security as part of its deficit reduction plan. All right, first of all, who's the Gang of Six? 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats. They're all senators, and they are working on a deficit reduction plan, obviously. I have said in the past that they will go after Social Security. All the Democrats say, oh, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. How dare you accuse the Democrats of doing such a thing? We are the protectors of Social Security. I said, all right, let's see what happens. Look, President Obama appointed the Deficit Commission. Deficit Commission said raise the Social Security retirement age to 69, which would be a massive cut in benefits. Now the Gang of Six comes out and has indicated that they will reform Social Security. In other words, cut Social Security. Now, here are some of the quotes of Mark Warner. You know, part of this is just math. 16 workers for every one retiree 50 years ago. 3 workers for every retiree now. See, that's a Republican talking point, and it's totally misleading. And Mark Warner should know better, probably does know better. The reason we have that imbalance now is does not catch us off guard. We knew that was coming for a long, long time. That's why we planned for it. That's why Social Security right now has a $2.5 trillion surplus, okay? But what happened? They spent that surplus on wars, on tax cuts, etc., etc. Now they're saying, oh, we don't really want to pay it back. Remember, it's your money. You put that in your payroll taxes into Social Security through all those years. Now they're saying we robbed the piggy bank. We don't want to tell you that. We don't want to admit it, and we don't want to pay you back. So we want to cut Social Security in all these different ways and come up with excuses like, oh, what can we do? There were so many retirees or people per retiree before, but now there isn't, and so we got to cut it. Nonsense. That is purposely misleading. It's a total Republican talking point from a so-called Democratic senator from Virginia. By the way, Mark Warner is the new Evan Bayh. Corporate robot all the way. Don't trust a word that comes out of Mark Warner's mouth, okay? He continues by saying, what we're doing is we're saying everything has to be on the table. Entitlement reform, dramatic spending cuts, and looking at tax reform. Later, of course, he says, well, tax reform might not really be tax increases because even though we might get rid of some deductions, we will lower the tax rates. Shocking. Look at that. The Gang of Six agrees with the Deficit Commission, where in the end, they take away deductions, which is raising taxes on the middle class, but they lower taxes for the top bracket. Oh, look at that, the rich win. And they cut your Social Security and other entitlements like Medicare. And Democrats go along with Republicans. Republicans on the run. Their Medicare proposal, Ryan, was a disaster. The polling is hideous. Americans want no part of it. And what are the Democrats going to do? As always, they're going to give them the queen. They're going to give it to him. Now, you can, again, say I'm wrong, yada, yada, yada. I'll see you at the finish line. President Obama isn't sending Mark Warner out to face the nation, isn't putting that deficit commission together, and then praising it over and over again in his speech on Wednesday, and then ignoring their recommendations. He's going to go along with it. And what an incredibly stupid political move. And much more importantly, an unacceptable policy move. To take that money that people have been paying all that time into Social Security and say, oh, too bad, we gave it to the rich in tax cuts. Hideous. It's hideous if a Republican does it. It's hideous if a Democrat does it. And then politically, the Republicans gave you everything you wanted. Their main base of voters are now older Americans. And they betrayed older Americans by saying they're going to basically get rid of Medicare. And what are you going to do? Now, President Obama's out across the country saying, I'm going to protect Medicare. Okay, smart politically. But then why would you agree to cuts in Medicare and Social Security? You're going to say he's not going to. All right, I'll see you at the finish line. He's going to agree to what these guys say, and they're going to give them a huge political gift, and it's going to be the worst policy decision. And if they do that, man, and they go to raise the Social Security retirement age, primary the hell out of it.
And now we have a new sponsor, Thrillist. They're very cool because they hook you up with really interesting things going on in your town or any town you might be in that you don't know about.
Right. They also let you know where the best restaurants, bars, venues are.
Thrillist.com/TYT.